Wednesday night baseball from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Francisco Giants. It's time for Giants baseball. Next. Greg Whitmore, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, last outing he only pitched 4 innings. So I know he was disappointed, as was their coaching staff. They're hoping he can get to the 5th, maybe even the 6th inning. He does that, it allows their bullpen a little more length and gives them a chance to win. So that's what we're looking for in this game.
So stepping in, Jonathan VR. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
And a neck high fastball that time. Slap hard the opposite way, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Well, I wanted to see how he might respond to a little adversity, but I wasn't expecting it to happen after the first guy leads off with a leadoff hit. Now he's in a stretch. Let's see if he's able to get through the rest of the inning. Maybe get a double play, a pop fly. We'll see how this unfolds.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses 1-1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long, get called a ball on it.
And set up behind. Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
1-2, here it comes. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Here's Ryan Braun now. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 3 homers. He comes in with that average down in the 240s and 8 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. VR rounds the corner and is headed home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, we weren't sure what kind of offense we were going to see tonight. They only scored 1 run in their last game. Already with that hit right there, an RBI hit in the first inning, the offense is alive and kicking.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Travis Shaw is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Runners are at first and third with none out. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, don't let any player ever tell you they're not paying attention to the win, because you are. So when you get in the batter's box and you know that wind is blowing in, you really focus on, I got to hit a line drive. I got to keep that ball on the ground, because you know if you hit your best ball and it's into a tough wind blowing in, it's getting knocked down and it's falling into somebody's glove. So you focus on line drive to be successful.
Domingo Santana comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Batting sixth, first baseman.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, man, he hammered that breaking ball. Just couldn't keep it fair.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Brewers forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom of inning number one. It's the Brewers 1 and the Giants nothing. Jimmy Nelson is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, his last outing, he did his job. I mean, he didn't give up a run. He did a nice job, gave his team an opportunity, and he picked up the win. So he is throwing the ball as good as he can right now.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants, second baseman, Joe Panik.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. And Harold, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, nobody likes to lose game 1 of the road trip, but you go on the road thinking, hey, if we can play 500 for the full road trip, we're in good standing. So right now, you're in game 2 of the road trip, and you know what? If you win today, you're what? 500. So you're actually on goal. That's why this game is a big one for you to be on point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
What a way to start the night, huh? Back-to-back hits, and now you're sitting the inning up pretty good to score that first run here in the top of the first.
So striding in, Buster Posey, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Now batting, Brandon Belt. And he's been swinging the bat really well in April. He's got that average up over 350 to start the new season. First pitch on its way. On the ground up the middle. Arcia has it. The second for 1. On to first, the double play. But meanwhile, the run is in that'll tie the ball game.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Santana is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one you build on right there.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He comes into this one having sputtered out of the gate this season. The average is under the 200 mark at this point. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Nelson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
What I'm looking for on that right there, he pulls the bunt back, but now you know he's bunting. You tried to make him chase a pitch. Now I come back and throw him a strike and make him get it down. They give you out, take the out.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Villar. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. And not in time as the run scores. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away. Digging in to try it again, Keon Broxton. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in right place to throw strikes.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. Ready for another chance? Ryan Braun. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Line towards center field. Gutierrez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Milwaukee leads it 2-1. At the plate, Franklin Gutierrez. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway.
Franklin Gutierrez.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo home run for Franklin Gutierrez. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Here's Connor Gillespie.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, I tell you, that was a tough pitch he hit right there. He just reached out and drove it the opposite field. He didn't try to do anything else with it. He doesn't get a hit there.
Batting 8th, The shortstop.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
I like it. Hard line drive on the fastball. Hit off the fastball and good things happen.
Into the box, Greg Whitmore. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
All right, here's how the Brewers line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, Ryan Braun. He's been an interesting case. Played shortstop in college. When he first signed, they moved him to third, and then he learned the outfield. He's had to play on both the corners and a little bit of center field. The thing I like about him, he'll catch the ball and throw to the right base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Panik. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And that one stayed too low, apparently. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. But bye-bye, baby, as the Giants are able to tie things up thanks to the solo dinger. We've played 2, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Travis Shaw.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little blooper to center. Gutierrez coming in. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding in once again, Domingo Santana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. From the stretch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Underneath it is Panik, and he's got it for the first out. Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. To second for 1 on to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. With Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Hunter Pence digs in to get the inning started. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28, Buster.
So digging in now, Buster Posey, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Arcia is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1-2-3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game.
2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. A little bouncer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. We're through 3, tied 2 apiece. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Bandy.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
That's
A fastball that just misses inside. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
The batter, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
The pitcher, number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Nelson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Digging in once again, Jonathan VR. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And a fastball just a bit up.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Keon Broxton is at the plate as he watches ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied at 2-2. Here's Chris Davis now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
That's a nice pitch. A fastball in that jams him. And now you go back outside. You know he's got to protect inside. You go back outside to try to get the out.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Now another 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air out to left. Braun has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Connor Gillespie. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Garcia fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. Ready once again, Ryan Braun. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Ryan Braun.
The pitch. In there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Well, the batter's going to read your sequences. He goes away, away, and then boom, the base hit the opposite way. Got to mix it up better than that.
Digging in and looking for more, Travis Shaw. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0 delivery. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Under it now is Crawford, and Brandon's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Domingo Santana. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. On the move is Braun. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Digging in, Jesus Aguilar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, Posey wanted him to waste one out of the zone, but he made a mistake in the zone, and now he's paying for it. It's a game of inches, folks, and they know that better than anyone right now.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher, Jet Bandy.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Derek Law is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Derek Law.
Standing in now, Jet Bandy. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he misses with it, 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And he takes a called strike 2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Orlando Arcia. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swinging a shot back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Woo, that ball was close right there, whizzed right by his ear. Matt, they always say chuck and duck. Well, that's an example of it right there.
Into the box now, Jimmy Nelson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, this is an interesting scenario, Matt. I think with the pitcher at the plate here on 2 outs, you're probably not going to see him steal, because if he gets thrown out, then you got the pitcher leading off the inning. Take a chance, see if he can.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 5-2 Milwaukee. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Brandon Crawford.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep and splashed down. It's into McCovey Cove. A solo shot down the line in right. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
John Jay will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 31, John Jay.
Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe.
Here's Joe Panik. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Panik a bit out in front here as this will be fouled down the right side and out of play. Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Garcia gloves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. On the move is Braun. And that's the 3rd out. 1 for the Giants on this swing by Brandon Crawford. 5 innings complete. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Ross Stripling will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Ross Stripling.
Jonathan VR will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it. Well, that's his third hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits
batting.
3 for 4 with 3
Center
singles.
fielder,
Not a bad night.
Keon Broxton.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Davis will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ready once again, Ryan Braun. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
The batter, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's taken for strike 1. Working to keep them in the game here. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Panic is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Brewers strand 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Here's Buster Posey now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Buster Posey.
Into the windup and the pitch. Popped up. All coming on hard as he makes the diving catch.
The first baseman, number 9.
And certainly worth the second look here as we've got our camera locked in on him from the beginning of the play, and you can see him stretch out as far as he can to pull this one in. Nice play. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Santana is there to put it away, and on one pitch, Belt is retired. Here's Chris Davis now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down 5-3. Back here in San Francisco, we're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Digging in to try it again. Domingo Santana. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. On the move is Pence. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Jesus Aguilar will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First offering on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
1-1.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike.
And threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains 5-3. Franklin Gutierrez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Connor Gillespie.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
In there, a base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brandon Crawford. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Santana is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, pitcher, Ross Stripling.
Mark Summers will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5. Mark.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a flare out toward right center. Arcia ranging into shallow right, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 5 and the Giants 3. George Cantos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
70, George Cantos.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 2 for 3 thus far. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Line drive to center field. And this is down in front of Gutierrez. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
62, Jimmy Nelson.
Into the box, Jimmy Nelson. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Pulled toward right center field. Pence has a read on it. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Keon Broxton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He chased on that pitch right there, 1-1. He's probably going to try to get him to do it again right here on 1-2.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Corey Knebel is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
46, Corey Knebel.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
from the stretch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And this is fouled at the plate. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Fouled back. A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back. Yanked on the ground down the line, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. It's the Brewers 5 and the Giants 3. Bay Bridge, and at the other end, the city by the bay, as we continue tonight's ball game from AT&T Park. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. To short, hit hard, backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Travis.
Ready for another chance? Travis Shaw. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Into the windup and the pitch. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Domingo Santana.
Striding in once again, Domingo Santana, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This is popped up. Belt is there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and it remains 5-3. Neftali Feliz enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Neftali Feliz.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Chris Davis.
Hit on the ground to 3rd. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he's retired here, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 32. Franklin.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
Standing in now, Connor Gillespie. As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Well, Matty jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit. I was always a little reluctant to get in the box after you get a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Christian Colon will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 25, Christian Colon.
And this one's in the dirt. Now the 0-1 on its way from Feliz. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Alberto Crespo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Alberto Crespo.
This one's down to third. And they will get the force, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Jimmy Nelson earns the win, his second. Neftali Feliz wraps it up for the save, his fourth of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers: 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out in the NL West, the Milwaukee Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 5-4. The Washington Nationals cracked 14 hits overall as they used a walk-off and extras to get the win against the Rockies, 4-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks embarrassed the Dodgers, 6-0. The San Diego Padres hit 3 long balls as they sank the visiting Buccos, 5-4. The Atlanta